Ladies and gentlemen, it is August 30th of 2025, and I am somehow fucking cold. In the end of August, for August months in Syracuse, New York, to say the least. Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on, everybody? How you all doing today? Welcome to episode Lucas Limits on YouTube, and all audio platforms being your Lucas C. Allen Show. Like I said, your Saturday, August 30th, 2025 podcast. We'll discuss your WWE Clash in Paris 2025 prediction show. And don't get twisted, people. I still have a couple more, like I said, do a lot of reviews still. I know, people. I'm doing your Forbidden Door review probably, hopefully today, knock on wood. If not tomorrow. Knock on wood, it's not today. And also your Heat Wave review. I might combine those two into one review. I don't know. I highly doubt I'll do that. We shall see the sales. I also want to discuss a little bit, briefly about, Clash in Paris, after the show. I'm not going to be home live during Clash in Paris. I'm going to be out doing something with my dad, to say the least. So there you go. I'm not going to be home watching Clash in Paris live whatsoever. I'm doing your prediction show, though, today. Oh, by the way, if you want quick thoughts about this, you want quick review, it's like a YouTube short. I'm gonna do that eventually tomorrow, to say the least, tomorrow morning. So get a little bit less of that, to say the least. So let's get right into today's podcast, shall we? Let's discuss your WWE Clash in Paris 2025 preview predictions. Follow me on social media: Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Lucas C. Allen. Watch on YouTube, hit the like button today's podcast. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Turn bell for all post notifications. And also leave a comment what you think of my predictions for WWE Clash in Paris of 2025. Watch on Spotify, do the same thing. Leave me a comment just so you think of my predictions. Let me know your predictions for Clash in Paris 2025 as well. On YouTube or Spotify, to say the least. And also on Spotify, leave me a 5-star rating as well. Let's get in your predictions, shall we? We're going to be discussing John Cena versus Logan Paul, which is taking place tomorrow afternoon. Starts immediately at 1 p.m. tomorrow. So obviously in Paris, essentially. So it's probably overseas, like I said. So it's not going to be 8 p.m. time slot, like Raw and SmackDown for international sales. So I guess John Cena versus Logan Paul. We'll discuss Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch for the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship. This is taking place of and Stephanie Vaquer, and also Naomi was supposed to be set for the Women's World Championship for WWE. But obviously, Naomi got pregnant, to say the least, so she couldn't defend the championship, obviously, here on the Clash in Paris. So also be discussing Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed. The Tribal Chief versus the Tribal Thief, to say the least, man. We're going to discuss that. As in the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. I believe this match was announced during SmackDown yesterday. As the Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins take on the Wyatt 6, Dexter Lumis and Joe Gacy for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Discuss that. Listen to Rusev versus Shamus in a good old-fashioned DoneyBrook match. To me, this is probably the highlight of their feud with this match, to say the least. So I'm definitely looking forward to this match, to say the least. We'll discuss that as well. More than likely your main event. I don't know if it's confirmed for your main event for tomorrow afternoon. I'll probably assume it's because it's the World Championship for the men's. It'll be LA Knight versus Sami Zayn. We'll discuss Sami Zayn a little bit. I'm pissed off to even believe in the United States Championship. Not that I hate Sami Zayn. I said, why the fuck is that man still in the fucking mid-card? I can't stand that decision. We'll discuss LA Knight versus Sami Zayn. I almost said Sami Zayn again. LA Knight versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship as well. As always, thank you for watching. Lucas Limits, maybe, as always, going to say, this year's WWE Clash in Paris 2025 preview and predictions on Lucas Limits on YouTube and all audio platforms. Alright, let's get into your predictions. So we're just getting something. This match is it's not a match order, to say the least. Minus made the main event. That's like the only thing that maybe in match order placements. We're going to discuss John Cena starting the show versus Logan Paul. I'm going to say it's more unlikely. It's not a match order, like I said. But starting with John Cena versus Logan Paul. I'm going, believe it or not, guys, Logan Paul to beat John Cena. Isn't this great, though, to see babyface old John Cena back after not being a heel anymore? I mean, damn, this man took a complete 180. And not that his heel run was bad, it was just very disappointing. Like, he had good promos with the CM Punk feud. I thought was freaking great. Especially with when he pipe bombed Matt Cardona and Nick Nemeth and also Claudio Castagnoli. I like that promo, but other than that, it's like nothing like highlighted this John Cena heel turn. Honestly, one of the biggest what ifs in wrestling history is a John Cena heel turn, to say the least. Too little, too late, especially in his retirement tour. Like, no one's gonna boo John Cena. Even they did, to say the least, but still. Alright, I'm gonna say Logan Paul beats John Cena, believe it or not. I can see like Jake Paul get involved. I can see Brock Lesnar get involved to cost John Cena to set up the match for Indianapolis or WrestlePalooza. Which, by the way, I don't know if I'm gonna be watching that live at all. WrestlePalooza, not just like probably Clash in Paris too. But at least I have stuff I gotta do tomorrow. But WrestlePalooza, I got nothing going on. September 20th. But I guess it could be taking place on ESPN. I ain't paying fucking $30 for ESPN. I'm sorry, people. I ain't putting $30 for ESPN. I can either like switch my VPN to international so I can get on Netflix, or I can change it to like we're watching on Watch Wrestling. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do. I'll be watching WrestlePalooza though. Not live probably, but still. In all honesty, I'm going to have Logan Paul to beat John Cena tomorrow afternoon. Should be a great match. Obviously, Logan Paul is a great professional wrestler. When I think of him as a human being, I get that. Is he one of my favorite professional wrestlers on the earth? Absolutely not. But still, it should be a fun match on paper. I'm going to go Logan Paul, probably like an interference like Brock Lesnar here to say, at least to cost John Cena a match. So I'm going to get Logan Paul to defeat John Cena here. Speaking of John Cena, his ex-wife, Nikki Bella. I don't know why you would mention that. I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry. Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch to reign defending WWE Women's Intercontinental Champion for said WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship match. I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain her said WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship here. No reason to take the title off her, ultimately put on Nikki Bella. I don't think there was a good reason for that. I love Nikki Bella to death. I might take a lot of flack for that. I actually love Nikki. Nikki is, to me, but probably my only Bella I like out of the two. I'm not a big fan towards Brie Bella, I gotta be honest. But I'm a fan of Nikki, though. At least Nikki can wrestle more times than not, and even better wrestling skills than Brie Bella. But Nikki Bella will be taking on Becky Lynch for Women's Intercontinental Championship. I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain the championship. No reason to take that title off her anytime soon. Honestly, I might have her going to WrestleMania next year, this championship. If you're not going to put the title on Bayley anytime soon, like, you know what, I'm thinking you're going to do that anyways, be heel versus heel, unless Bayley's going to still be a babyface, but I don't know, I'm not sure, I'll find out. But I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship tomorrow afternoon against Nikki Bella. It should be actually a very fun match. I'm not been impressed with the feud as I would have thought it'd be. I mean, it's not bad. I like the shots that Nikki Bella took against Becky Lynch, and Nikki Bella taking shots back and forth, especially Becky Lynch taking a shot at Ozzy Osbourne, was causing an uproar with Kelly Osbourne. Yeah, I remember that shit. Unbelievable. But I'm going with Becky Lynch to defeat Nikki Bella to retain her Women's Intercontinental Championship tomorrow afternoon. Moving on to Roman Reigns, the Tribal Chief, taking on the Tribal Thief, Bronson Reed. I'm going with Roman Reigns to defeat Bronson Reed. This to me, I can see Bronson Reed being Roman Reigns and elevating Bronson Reed to the next level by being Roman Reigns. Also, we get our match that Reigns gets the revenge peg, gets his shoes back probably when you find out that. But to me, I think we're going to have Roman Reigns beat Bronson Reed here. I think we'll do that because I think Roman's going to probably go out on a little bit, maybe come back around maybe War Games, maybe Wrestle Survivor Series. Who knows? Maybe he is on WrestlePalooza. I don't fucking know. We ain't find out what then. But this should be a fun match, though. Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed. Should be a good match for say the least. But I'm going with Roman Reigns to defeat Bronson Reed. I've not been impressed with the feud over shoes to say the least. But still, it's been elevating Bronson Reed to hopefully be the next big dominant Samoan. I think he's pretty sure he's Samoan. I know last year he teamed with Sol Sikoa in that bloodline with Jim and Jacob Fatu, and then Tama Tonga and Tongaloa. So maybe is he Samoan or Bronson Reed Samoan? I think he's at least part Samoan, I believe. So there you go, man. Let's get Roman Reigns to beat Bronson Reed, and should be a fun match, I would say at least. It'll probably more likely start your show. Usually Roman Reigns either starts the show or ends your show, like I said. I'm going with Roman Reigns to defeat Bronson Reed tomorrow afternoon. Now on to a match that was added during SmackDown yesterday. The Street Profits, Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. They take on the Wyatt Sixes, Dexter Lawrence, and the Giants defensive tackle, Dexter Lawrence. Dexter Loomis, and Joe Gacy for the WWE Tag Team Champions. So it's okay if I mentioned Dexter Lawrence instead of Dexter Loomis. I know it's Dexter with an L at the last name too, but still. I'm going with the Wyatt Six to defeat the Street Profits and retain the WWE Tag Team Championships. Should be a banner. A lot of the fact that the second straight premium live event this month, too, nonetheless. That the SmackDown or / WWE Tag Team titles are on a PLE card. Wow, what a fucking crazy concept there, Triple H. I love it. Absolutely fucking love that. You get the Street Profits and the Wyatt Six in a pretty fun match, though. This should be a fucking banger. It's just like, to me, maybe it's not fun as the TLC match at SummerSlam, but still. Should be a fun match, and it should be a great match to say at least. It'd be an underrated tag team match to say at least. But I'm going with the Wyatt Six to defeat the Street Profits and retain their WWE Tag Team Championships tomorrow afternoon. Should be a fun match, like I said. Moving on to Rusev versus Shamus in a good old-fashioned DoneyBrook match. I'm going with Shamus to defeat Rusev here and end their feud. Maybe elevate Shamus enough to go after the Intercontinental Championship probably sooner rather than later. I still think the right place to crown him for the IC title is WrestleMania. But I don't know if there's like some Ireland show coming up. I don't know if that's the case. I highly doubt there's one. You could do it realistically in Australia for Crown Jewel, but no, I'd rather say that for WrestleMania. If you're not going to do a show in Ireland for Sheamus' backyard to potentially win the Intercontinental Championship. But to me, I'm as impressed with the feud I was to think I've been. This would be a banger, though. It's Sheamus puts bangers out and probably in his, I'm going to say sleep, but that sounds fucking weird, man. But Sheamus is fucking great. Sheamus is a great professional wrestler, so is Rusev. This match would be freaking great. I've been impressed the feuds I wish I would have been. No, but this is not about, feuds, potentially. But this is good for undercard, not above a championship right now. But I'm going with Sheamus to end this feud and beat him Rusev clean. And beat him in a good old-fashioned DoneyBrook match. And hopefully this is elevate Sheamus to give potential implications again for the said WWE Intercontinental Championship on the men's side of things. So I'm going with Sheamus to defeat Rusev in a good old-fashioned DoneyBrook match. And on to probably more likely your main event here. So you're not having Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre on the show, which I like that, honestly. Because Drew McIntyre should not be losing another Clash in whatever Castle event, to say at least. So like that, we're going to go LA Knight versus CM Punk versus Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins, the reigning defending WWE World Heavyweight Champion. For said WWE World Heavyweight Championship in the main event, like I said, more likely at least to say at least. Unless you want to main event John Cena, Logan Paul, I highly doubt that though. But I'm going with Seth Rollins to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship tomorrow afternoon. This is probably a very boring main event, though. I know you got CM Punk and Seth Rollins. We've seen them so many times, and Seth Rollins and Jey Uso. I mean, the only thing that intrigues me out of these four, maybe an LA Knight and CM Punk match. But still, this is probably a random Raw main event. I ain't gonna lie to you. Too much, I don't think it should main event. But then again, what else are you going to put? You're going to put John Cena main event for his second straight PLE? Or you can put Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed in the main event. Because you main event the other two matches with Nikki Bella and Becky Lynch and Rusev and Shamus. That obviously is not going to be main event. So you're thinking of Street Profits and the Wyatt 6. But still, man, I'm not as hyped for Clash in Paris, man. I'm really not. And this is the last, and for the PLE in the United States, you have Peacock for. Until they go fucking ESPN. Which, like I said, I'm not subscribing towards ESPN. For $30 fucking dollars. I'm sorry. I don't want to sound like I'm cheap ass, but still. That's just fucking ridiculous. So he just had a PLE this past August twice. And going to September, got to pay extra $21. That's fucking ridiculous, man. A month, not even a month later. That's less than a month later. So stupid business, man. I absolutely fucking hate it. You know how much I hate that decision. Not even going to ESPN in general for starting in 2026. Then they started early for WrestlePalooza. Just to piss us off even fucking more so. Fuck you, WWE. I hope your fucking business goes downhill since. Not wishing downfall on you, just saying the honest fucking truth, to say the least. Greed and fucking pettiness, to say the least. I don't know how I got to that part, honestly, but still. I'm going with Seth Rollins to retain his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Jey Uso, CM Punk, and LA Knight in the main event. It's like a random Raw main event, I feel, honestly. You need to do some main event for Raw. Then, yeah, would it end in disqualification, though, to say the least. God, man, how fucking ridiculous is Monday Raw and SmackDown this week, man. Fucking boring. Yet they fucking think they're going to subscribe to ESPN for $30 fucking dollars. Whatever, bro. But that's your Clash in Paris 2025 prediction. I'm going to go over it again. I'm going with Logan Paul to defeat John Cena with the help of Brock Lesnar. I know, sorry Cena fans, sorry Brock Lesnar haters, I'm sorry, man. Sorry Logan Paul haters, I'm sorry. I'm going with Becky Lynch to retain the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship against Nikki Bella. I'm going with Roman Reigns to defeat Bronson Reed, Tribal Chief versus Tribal Thief. I'm going with the Wyatt 6, Dexter Lawrence. I'm going to say Dexter Lawrence again. Dexter Loomis and Joe Gacy at the Wyatt 6. Defeating the Street Profits of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins. I'm going with Shamus to defeat Rusev in a good old-fashioned DoneyBrook match. And I'm going with the main event, Seth Rollins to defeat LA Knight, CM Punk, and Jey Uso to retain the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, more likely your main event. And that's my WWE Clash in Paris 2025 preview and predictions. Let me know in the comment section on YouTube, on Spotify. What are your WWE Clash in Paris 2025 predictions, to say at least? Is my predictions the same as yours with Logan Paul, Becky Lynch, Roman Reigns, Wyatt 6, and Shamus and Seth Rollins? Or you have any different predictions on any 7 matches that you got predicting wrong like me? I don't know, man. Until next time, man. Trust me, to be in next time, everybody. Peace, love, everybody. I am out. Love you all big time, to say the least.